Neither party took sufficient action at that time to try and close the gap between the leadership of the union on the one hand, the leadership of the company on the other, and the 40,000 odd ordinary employees of London.
Even after the massacre, you were dealing with levels of dishonesty and essentially attempts to frame people, putting weapons in the hands of dead bodies, reorganizing the sequence of a video so it looks like what somebody said just before he left was a call to arms, whereas what he actually said just before he left was the exact opposite. It was awful.
Early in the morning on Friday, there were news flash all over the place. Police killed mine workers in Marikana. It was all over the place. The popular big truck, the police van truck.
I couldn't believe that it's happening in democratic South Africa today. It still sends shivers when I think about it.
It was hard to find redemption anywhere.
I have lost a father who was a breadwinner. At the time when we lost him, I was just 14 years. I had 3 other siblings after me, with the youngest who was at age 4. Then, when that happened, I had to now step up and let go of my teenage life and be sort of a parent to my siblings.
I couldn't know where my brother was working. The only thing that I knew that my brother was working for the mines in Gauteng up until the incident and the tragedy happens. My brother's name was Sibanye-Stillwater.
I recall the memorial service that was called by the SACC and the community, and the memorial service called by the government, and then the tensions that were very high. And I was the preacher at that memorial service, and I stood. I said, "We've lost enough lives, and let's talk peace. Let's be calm. Please, we don't want many more deaths."
I think the tragedy really, it brought about a big change in terms of communication and how protest should be viewed. And I really believe that if that were to be the strategy going forward, we won't have a massacre.
It's difficult to meet 100% the demand of people, but I think the industry, not even only the Sibanye, even as holistic the industry, has somehow learned lessons from the tragedy.
The collective agreements, which were typically between 1, 2, or 3 years long, are now 5 years long. So we have a much more stable industrial relations environment where we set wages over a 5-year period. Not just in platinum, in gold, and right across the mining industry.
There has been a journey, and I don't want to say all is hunky-dory, but I think the tensions at Marikana were just a glimpse in a mirror to our country as a whole, and I hope South Africa has learned something and will continue to learn something.
I would imagine that because it was such a cataclysmic experience, that certainly the lives of Marikana workers today are better.
We have to accept in mining that mining is really about people management. Everything is about people. It's incidental that those people have to, drill holes and dig ore out of the ground.
So we need to talk, but we also need to talk and create what I call committed action, such that nobody is excused from making South Africa the best it can be.